All right, man, what's going on? So I'm gonna inform you guys that I have some bad news. Before I say anything, I might offend some people out there. If you get offended by whatever I'm about to express my opinion, then you're more than welcome to walk away because you're part of the problem. And I honestly do care about the Doom community. Full-heartedly care about the Doom community, and I hate the direction that it has been lately. And I feel like I'm not part of it. Like if I'm that 1% of the Doom community, or probably less than 1% at this point, because at one point I was probably much higher than that. Uh, like it's just that world we live in, man, where these kind of new people, new generation, um, are being more greedy now, more selfish, more energy vampire more than ever. I feel like just the pro reprogramming and all these society that is being very selfish now, extremely selfish. Where I've been helping out people past. Well, I'll explain all of that later, but let me see here. Let's see. All right, so I got the message from their support. Our sincerest apologies. We were updated by the fulfillment center. Regret to inform you that such cannot be fulfilled in your order. Apologize as it was the last unit and it was damaged. May we refund the item? How come they didn't tell me this? I just had to send them a message. It would have been great if they would have sent me like um as soon as they checked the order that it was damaged. Now I have two theories as to this. They might be honest. I honestly think this company hoards some stuff so they can actually resell it in other marketplaces like eBay so they can make a profit. And that was going on GameStop. That's why there was shutting down several GameStops because some of the fucking managers, nastiest of people, and then there was two GameStops in my area that closed down, and I don't understand why. That they were doing backdoor deals, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing something like that with the Bethesda gear store where inventory is actually getting full, or or just the company itself is being nice and they're like, you know what, we'll, we're doing this on sale. We'll give you a coupon. We'll give you more sale. In other words, if this is 200 because it's on sale right now, some of the people that are working here with the merchandise and everything, they're getting it much more off. Like, I'm gonna throw out a random. So they're selling them for 150. Then they bought like three or four of them, and then they're gonna sell it on other marketplaces on eBay for like $300. So you can actually make double the profit. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going on because I've been seeing a lot of I don't want to say scalper, but yeah, scalpers. They're on the rise again in 2024, and it's funny because just the income tax season came along and they started flooding, buying stuff left and right, and I don't know if it's actually a really good idea to buy a lot of stuff right now. It was kind of dead for the most part of 2023, and out of the blue, I started seeing the marketplace of items being. And the thing is, there has been more sales. Got an email. I'll have to read it. And I don't know what they want to do with my money. Wasn't much. And or the other theory was that it was at full price when I saw it, and I think for like Monday, Tuesday, and then they rather sold the full price item towards the other person. I got the off on Monday or Tuesday. Now the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, this really happened. I was gonna purchase on Saturday. I had it on cart. Actually, I had it on cart since Friday. I decided all week. I even made a video on it on spring break week, and well, it was a week before it was spring break for the most part for most people. And anyways, I made a video on it, and I had a gut feeling. I'm like, man, shoot, I should have purchased this right now. But then I made two statues purchases days before the sale even came along. So I got pissed. I'm like, fucking Bethesda Gear Store, you have bad timing when it comes to these sales. And the same thing with Christmas time. It was in December. I made a lot of purchases. Like the first week of December, I made several purchases. And then they had their sale on like this on the 30th anniversary of Doom, which was December 11th. It lasted like 14, 15 for like a few days. I'm like, what an odd time. It would have been nice. If you guys would have put it like a week or 2 weeks before I was giving out my opinion. And they're starting to do that. They advertise when the sale's gonna start and when the sale. I don't know if they're watching my videos, but it would be great if they can actually have a calendar and say something ahead of time because there's people that make a lot of purchases. Sometimes they need to make purchases, they can't because just the timing is not there. Now, I was expecting a sale for the Black Friday week, and there was nothing, literally nothing. And then they made the sale again on what was it? It was the last week. No, I think it was for the most part it was January. Yeah, January was like the best time to buy that Doom Dark Lord statue. And then it fucking bothers me, dude, that I could have gotten that statue, but then there's scalpers that are selling it for ridiculous amount of prices on some of the stuff they're selling, it's not selling. Some people, I don't know, man, they're probably doing something to make the sales because with this economy, everybody's doing velocity over profit. So I don't know if the only people that are making profits out of this is people who has just a bunch of money and a lot of space to restock a lot of items whenever they feel like selling something. They have it on the sale. They have a sale and then they have a discount so that can actually have hype up that sale and have people buy it. Because I've been seeing this tactic over the years, and as a seller, and I want to open up a business, I think about it like, man, dude, everybody's trying get the best deals. I understand with this type of economy, being a salesperson is probably a much harder thing to do now. And I don't know, like I feel like the physical selling and everything is slowly gonna die because having a physical asset, storing it does it's how can I say it? It takes a lot of money, time, effort, and you gotta make sure that stuff like statues don't. It's very hard to handle. That's why most people now and companies are starting to transition toys, especially like they're like, well, what can we do something with toys and statues? We can blend those together so that whenever there's repackaging and then or packaging or then we ship those items, they don't break. We'll fuse those two things together. They're gonna have hot toys. So hot toy is basically something that has like a stand where you change the hands, the face. There's like a stand that you can put it. So it's basically a statue, but at the same time it's not a statue. It's a toy, but at the same time it's not a toy. So it's a mix between those two. What do you got? It's hot toy, and I feel like that is where the money is at. I think a lot of companies like Bethesda starting to notice that because for their Fallout, they started the what's it toy lines. Oh, now they're gone. They had a toy. I don't see. I honestly think I want this, but now that it did me dirty like this, man, I don't feel like making videos. I don't feel like buying stuff because, like, you're one of the very few people I haven't seen anybody make videos on this stuff. That's the gear store. Sure, I don't edit my videos. I don't have a video software. It's been already years since I've been talking about 4 or 5 years. I had one, but the thing is, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm late. I don't want to spend like a good amount of money. I know a good chunk of people get them like free, but like pirated. I don't like to go that route, and not the best tech savvy person as well. The editing videos, I feel like I don't have the charisma to make wonderful jokes and stuff like that. Like it's not in me. That's why I want to make them, but at the same time, like man, rather if I have the money, I'll pay some edit my videos, and yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, man. Happens. I don't know. No words can describe. I feel like everything with the Doom, and I feel like the Doom community has it's not bad. It's just the people that are representing the Doom community but making it bad. The people like most of the highest Doom collectors. I'm sorry, man. I don't want to make enemies and I don't want to talk shit about you guys, but I'm just gonna be honest, and this is why a lot of people I say how it is. I don't like to be a hypocrite and keep my own shit inside. No, I want to keep. I want to say it, and honestly, we live in a generation where oh, you're not supposed to say this, or you're not supposed like why, man? Like I grew up in the 2000s internet where you could have fucking said anything, literally anything. Now you have to be careful what you say because you get in trouble, like literally in trouble. And like the biggest Doom community collectors, instead of helping each other, instead of like which is why I wanted everybody to have a bondage, to become a family. No, everybody's in their own fucking little bubble, man. Nobody's helping each other. Everybody's in their, as I said, their own little bubble, and it's like, and they're always trying to get like the like most doom stuff instead of like, ah man, I have an extra, I can actually sell you, which I honestly, if I had an extra one, what's it called, the fucking limited runs, I would have purchased two because I would have, if I had the extra, I would have probably sold it to Doomer 777, I think that's. I would had no problem selling him. So I'm like, I'm sorry, man, you left out on this. I'll sell you this because I care about you and I care about the about your collection. But the thing is, nobody is having your back with the now for the Doom Discord. Oh my God, don't get me started there. It all started when I was spamming 80, 100 words per minute, short sentences because that's how I type. I don't write paragraphs. Freaking bot detected that as a spam. Then I whine about it, and then I think I got muted or something. Then on on the original Doom Discord, I basically got pissed on that, and then like the moderators there, dude, they're just going back and forth with me. So I like started that they weren't getting a little bit political correct and throwing politics into the freaking Discord, allowing some flags and not allowing certain flags. So I'm like, you know what, fuck this. I forgot the exact words, and then they banned me on that Doom Discord. I expressed my opinion. And the people that are moderators there, they don't represent Doom because they don't even play Doom. They don't even collect Doom stuff. Like they're just there because they want to feel like they're important. They feel like they have something important in life. Like they're 9 to 5. I guess they feel like very low, scummy, and having a position as a moderator is like, oh my god. I'm doing something good to society, which is sad in my opinion. But honestly, that's my opinion. That if you guys don't like my opinion, more than welcome to walk away, man. I'm not here to fight. I'm not here to create drama. I'm just telling you how I see my perspective. There's other Doom fans out there that have similar views on me. That the direction it's like, and I think there was a YouTuber called Game Branks where says that how video games are being ruined. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of true. Adding costumes, like you can have a Slayer. I don't know. I haven't seen the costumes, but there's games where you can get a dress for your character. You can get a Santa costume. Some costumes looks provocative, offensive, especially if it's like type of character that you grew up with, and then now you can make that a girl, somewhat of a girl, make it like a costume, which is inoffensive in its own right, but like the double standards, I know there can be there. I get it. PC, I'm like, oh, I thought you said you didn't want to, uh, you don't like games. Games. That's like I'm not. It's not a big issue at the moment. But the thing is, I grew up with a lot of these. Then you for slowly transitioning that character to something, my phone, something that's like that it's like offensive to me. Like I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not a but it bothers me. That's the difference. A political person gets in the way and forces things like a Karen, like this, that. Out of my control, man. You know what? The best way to actually get action against all of that bullshit is not support it. Companies are losing millions of money, man, because they're making games that are too fucking woke. They're making games that are now um free access, not free access, early access, sorry, there you go. Early access broken with a bunch of bugs. They never have testers, and if they have testers, they don't have enough. And whenever they have the demo, they want to see what kind of bugs so that people can actually support them. That's not enough, man. You can need to have active testers testing the game day in and day out how it was back then. Now I don't understand why the games are so big now, but like I don't know, companies now everybody wants to make the most money quick as possible with the least effort. No different here from the Bethesda game. They're trying to actually, in a way, kind of like, oh, you didn't get that statue when it was full price, so you want to get it freaking what's it called on sale? I'm sorry, that statue's broken, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the statues that were on sale were coming out broken. A lot of these they buy statues and they don't even open them. Why? Because they want to sell them. Because the moment you open them, it lowers the value. So well, they need to check open because there's a lot of scammers as well. I forgot to say that rising scammers. So I'm not taking only the side of the customer. I'm also gonna take the side of the company because your average asshole um doesn't have the best interest for and for themselves. Like they want to take advantage of everybody. So what they do, and I never done this. I never done this, and I don't understand why they did me this dirt. They would have probably at least would have been sorry to inform you that we don't have the statue. They didn't send me a message, so I feel offended, man. Like at least send me a message. No, I had to send them a message almost 3 weeks later of why. Like I wanted to see an update on. But there's people that buy statue and then they're like, then picture is like it's broken, and then they fucking. I heard stories. I never done this. I heard stories, and then they send them their package. The only repackage that I got was the toy, and then the ridicule, the arm, whatever, it couldn't move. So it was not broken, but the arm I couldn't move it at all. So I got ended up getting another one. Companies lose money, man. Sure, there's defective items, but there's people that break stuff on purpose just to get another one or get some type of refund. Like very, very asshole. And I hope karma can get them back in the. If they're trying to take advantage towards companies, like I said, I'm not just bashing the Bethesda. I'm bashing customers because there's people out there that are fucking doing this, and they should be fucking ashamed of themselves, where they want to have two or three copies that they want to sell the one that they ended up getting so they can actually fucking get a profit and sell it online. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I've been watching the statue community for the past year, and I actually wish I would not because I ended up seeing the good things and the bad things. Trust me, some of the bad things are the stuff that I just mentioned. There's a lot of scammers in the statue community. I don't know where these scammers are coming in, but from the statue community, they say that after the pandemic, they started flooding in. So they were not in the statue community. They started flooding after the like there were. I'm not gonna say they were not, or but the amount that they increased after the pandemic increased, man. And that's why I feel like I don't want to purchase it. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. Everybody's fucked at this moment. Why would I want to buy stuff and have it as inventory? Where if the customers in the future, like if you open up a business, they're gonna rat you. They're gonna see if they can actually get the most shit out of it. Which I personally seen it before. I've seen it before. It's very disgusting where people just call you, talk to you only whenever it suits them. But whenever you need, they stay silent. And before I end this video, that's another thing. I ended up helping several people, especially some girls in college. And then when I saw one of them in person, she was like, she didn't even came to say at least hello. Ran away, man. Literally ran away. And there was another girl that I saw like two, three. I was gonna say hi, but I saw this. I experienced this a few years back. Chick, I'm like, it should be them approaching me to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, it's not like I want to hit on them. It's a way of appreciation of thank you very much for what you did years ago for out in this certain class. I might have probably never be in this type of position at work if it wasn't for you, believe it or not, because sometimes you ended up really having an impact on people, which I call the butterfly effect. Then you don't even get fucking thanks, you don't get gratitude. If I open up a business, customers are gonna come in like hyenas. They're gonna take advantage of it. Which I don't want to think negative, but I knew society was a little bit bad in my late 20s. I was waking up to this reality. Now in my 30s, like holy fuck, I didn't know it was this. Maybe because I was too gullible, maybe because I was too nice, too blind, or too much of an idiot. I honestly didn't see the society being thousands. I hope it changes, man. I honestly think something's going on. I don't know what it is. I cut this video and I kind of feel bad right now, but it is what it is. And maybe this weekend I might stream some rock too. Very few people care about X, and nobody cares much about it. Because I'm gonna cut this video. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.